It's just a beautiful venue, really intimate, excellent beer and excellent food, and really incredible music.
I absolutely love their quirky and intimate vibe.
Musicians love the place, and so the audience love it as well.
So we're in the music everyone thinks we're a couple. I don't know why.
We've been best friends since school, so we'd always talk about how amazing it would be to have a venue, the kind of venue that we'd like to hang out.
Yeah.
The kind of place where we'd like to go to listen to music.
Well, it reminds me a bit of playing at the Bluebird in Nashville. There's not much separation between the audience and the person who's singing, which is a really cool thing for the performer as well as the audience, I think. And it sounds really good too.
We have a bit of a philosophy here that I've tried to create. My favourite moments at Green Note are when you forget there's anything between you and the musicians. And when you kind of break down that barrier between the performer and the audience, something really magical can happen in the room, and that's where we get our atmosphere from. It's a real pleasure to see a lot of the musicians come through here go on to bigger and better things. Sometimes they get a little bit too big to come back to our little tiny room that we love so much, but quite often they come back anyway and just don't tell that many people about it. It's a great feeling to feel like you've been a part of that journey to that kind of success.
There are plenty of things about the Green Note that make it exceptionally special as a venue, and not least the two women, Amy and Risa, that run it. Everything that they do seems to be done very gracefully and very effortlessly. All the way from DIY to the big decisions, they're doing it all themselves.
We wanted to create a scene, bring a community to us, and there is a scene out there. I think we've tapped into it, but also created it as well.
This is not a business you do for the business side of it.
You've got to do it for the love of it.
For the love of it.
You just feel amazing vibrations. You just feel great when you're here. It's actually very, very rare, I find, in London to be at a place with so much heart.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Virtually Green Note. We hope you are well. My name is Nick Harris, and I'm one of the audio engineers here at Green Note, and it's my great pleasure, after a night off, to come back and be presenting some amazing singer-songwriters to you. Now, normally, I can safely say that I've worked with 2 out of 3 of the artists that appear on Virtually Green Note. This evening, I haven't worked with any of them. And to be frank, I've only heard of one, so I'm going to have a really amazing evening of getting to learn or getting to listen to some music that's completely new to me. So I think with that in mind, let's get on and get these people introduced. So we have sort of a bit of a sublime to the ridiculous in terms of where people are broadcasting from this evening. Firstly, from Belfast, please welcome Jealous of the Birds.
Hello.
Hey, Naomi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm right. Yes, I'm very, very warm. But apart from that, it's
it's only gonna get warmer.
Yeah, I've just managed to get my hair cut for the first time in 5 months, so I'm looking far more
Special
like that
occasion.
picture than ever. Yeah. So yeah, I'm quite slick and this evening. So yeah, that's great. I'm very, very pleased about that. Right then. Secondly, yes, from the, shall we say, the sublime in terms of broadcasting from Northern Ireland, shall we say, to the ridiculous in relationship to that geographical reference point, from what looks like this most amazing tin shack in Australia, please welcome William Craighton. Good morning, William.
Good morning. How are you?
What's
I'm
up?
good, man. What is it, like, what did you say, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock over there now in the morning?
It just clicked over to 5 a.m. when we started the show. So
sweet.
Been
sweet Lord.
It's nice
sweet
here
Lord.
in the backyard in the old stable.
You look
fire
so
going.
cozy.
It's a little cool outside. I'm pretty cozy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you. We're all cozy, you know. We're all together.
For sure.
Fantastic. Right then. We're going back in exactly the same direction, and we're going back to Northern Ireland, back to Hillsborough. I think I heard it right. Is that correct? And please welcome Amy Montgomery.
Hello.
Hello, Amy and Michael. How you doing, both?
Yo. Yeah, great.
I am very well.
It's great to have you all with us.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
What I'm going to say, I'm going to just do a little technical jump in right at the start before we kick off properly. Just Amy, your feed has gone very, very pixelated. So you've got a little bit of time. If you'd be so good, maybe if you could reboot your system, or reboot your router, because we tend to find that it will improve the picture quality. We'll let you do that for a second. And for those of you who don't know what we do, this is a writer's round. So each of the artists is going to sing a song in turn. We're going to go round a couple of times. We'll have a little break and we'll go round another couple of times. So I believe Naomi from Jealous of the Birds is first. So as Michael looms into shot, we shall quickly go full screen. And it's slick, this show, I tell you.
Perfect.
And Naomi, the floor is yours.
Sweet. So the first one I'm going to play is called Ode to Fire. And I actually wrote it before lockdown, but it turned out having a kind of weird relevance to being separated from a lot of people that you love. So this is Ode to Fire. Ride the 28 up through Old Town. Cherry trees cast their blossoms down. I should want for nothing at all, but dogs of longing come when I call. Here again, this grit in my eye, stagnant pool all covered with flies. See the woman dressed up in white, cast her sickle into the night. What is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you. Charcoal sketches and lemongrass tea, paper boats I carry to sea. Memory folds itself on desire. I am ice but married to fire. What is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you.
Awesome.
Sweet. Oh, thanks so much.
It's beautiful.
I love that minor note in the middle of the chorus.
It's the big stank note. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's really lovely to be here with you, Naomi.
Thank you so much. You too.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether you saw online, but when I was writing about this live stream, I told everybody that I've always wanted to play a gig with you. So
honestly,
you know,
I'm kind of baffled that it hasn't happened already, to be honest, and especially
Yeah.
here where the scene's so small. Like, yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
Crazy.
strange, but here we are, and hopefully we get to do it sometime in
Yeah,
person.
for
but,
sure. That'd be great.
Yeah, for now, this is good.
This, yeah, it's definitely
William.
cozy.
How are yous? It's just listening to you talk. I'm in between two Irish women, which is interesting, you know, like sitting here in the southern hemisphere next to the fire. It's very, very cool.
Oh,
wonders.
yeah, it's nice to see you here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's awesome to be here, and you know, it was beautiful. That was a lovely song there, Naomi.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely to hear that coming through there. I don't know. It's hard because I don't know. Like, it's hard to see you. I don't know who's going to speak first. We should say hello to the people at home. It's good to be with you wherever you are. If you're in the UK or in the Northern Hemisphere, or you've got up early with me or stayed up all night, good to be with you. All right. Oh, I'm on full screen. Thanks. All right. That's my cue. I'll take these headphones off. Under the bridge, down by the river, laid out in the Lion's Park, I got the courage up to put him down. I'll be gone in the morning. Sirens wail down Wynyard. I hear the dogs and the sergeant's voice. The fog lifts from the bloody autumn leaves. He made his choice. The air is clear, it's been raining. Salvation is here. Let the blood of the Holy One wash away your fear. Luke found me something in a sachet. Said it'll be rough, I don't know what to say. Every slave had to surrender themselves. Is that a game you're willing to play? I said I just killed Father David, put him down with my own two hands. He got what was coming to him. All the boys will understand. I'm gonna run to the mountain, cause the Oscar or Barringer, let them come, and if they catch up to me, I will die in the place I love. The air is clear, it's been raining. Salvation is here. Let the blood of the Holy One wash away your fear. The air is clear, Holy One, wash away your fear.
Woo! Oh man, it's so nice to hear your voice again.
That was awesome.
It's nice to hear yours, and you know, and Michael there on the keys, mate. Hope you're well.
Yeah, great, thanks, man. Yeah, just been building a studio the past couple of months, so the bit of downtime has suited really well. But I set up the record player and span your record that we picked up on tour last year. Spun. And so good to hear it on wax, you know. So yeah.
Oh, beautiful, man. Thanks for that. That's cool. You too.
Yeah, I think it's maybe a good idea to tell. Well, you can probably tell the first bit of the story because I wasn't there, William. But maybe to tell everybody how we it came to be that we did a short tour together over in Australia.
Yeah, because I don't know that at all either.
I was over at Black Deer Festival, and I could hear Amy from across the paddock, and you know, just really drawn. And so I got in touch with her and with you, and yeah, you come on out. And it was awesome to have you out here. You know, we went around a few venues, and I remember we come here once in the afternoon, and it was before a festival here called Dashville Skyline, and we thought, well, you know, we'll show a little bit of the scenery or whatnot. And I had this old Subaru, not really an off-road vehicle to some degree, and so we went up the Wattigans and ripped a few pieces off the car in true style.
That's literally Naomi.
Fond memories.
Gone
It sounds good.
With William Crichton.
Yeah,
that's
like
the next record.
There's a couple of Irish musicians in the bush ripping off exhausts off cars and, you know.
Wondering if you're going to make your stage time because you're...
I know.
What else would you be doing? Yeah.
I know. We couldn't believe it. Like, maybe, what was it, like 2 hours to stage time? And William's like, all right, let's go for an adventure.
It was a good time. You're up for it too, you know, which is a testament.
Oh, yeah. I've never been... deep in the bush before, you know, that short before stage time. It was a once in a lifetime experience, I think. I can't wait to come back again. Rip a few more exhausts off cars.
Totally. Rest assured.
Yeah. So I think our first song that we're going to play for you tonight is a special one, and it's a new song of ours. It's called Intangible, and you guys are going to be probably the first bunch of people that I'll tell to that this will be our new single in about 3 weeks' time, in early August. And with the new video, there's the most awesome music video coming your way, but shh, don't tell anybody. And yeah, I'll post that on my social media soon, but make sure to keep an eye out for this track that we're releasing. It's called Intangible.
Do you want to go outside? Would you like to witness the butterflies flying? Contemplate the process, then maybe you would see it takes a little time. It takes a little time. It takes a little time. Oh, I know you're not here, but exist in a very intangible way. You wanted to stay here, but you just couldn't keep those invaders away. All the rivers will continue to flow, whether we're above or we are buried below. I know this sounds like a strange thing, but I think it's pretty nice that when we're gone, the birds will still sing. The birds will still sing. The birds will still sing. Oh, I know you're not here, but exist in a very intangible way. You wanted to stay here, but you just couldn't keep those invaders away. The illuminated cracks in your mind wouldn't let the better days stay. But exist in a very intangible way. You wanted to stay here, but you just couldn't keep those invaders away. I know you're not here, but exist in a very intangible way.
Thank you.
Woo!
Love that song.
Thanks, guys.
So sweet.
Thanks, William. Thank you. Yeah, I think it really. What'd you say, William?
Oh no, I was going to say when you played that, that's only the second time I heard that song. You doing it live, and when you played that for the campfire, I was sitting back and I was just took it all in just like then. It's such a beautiful tune.
And it's so hopeful. I love that. There's not enough of those kinds of songs.
Yeah, thanks so much. I think something that I really enjoy doing is, you know, using sort of that are normally heavy subjects and seen as quite taboo, and putting them into a song and seeing the bright side of them, I suppose.
Flipping it.
Yeah, flipping it around. I don't think enough people talk about death, or talk about you know, what happens after death, and talk about, you know, just staying hopeful through life, and emotions, and yeah, I think it's my favorite thing to do, you know.
Yes, well, it shows.
Thanks, Naomi.
Sweet, I think it's me next. I'm gonna play an old one. This is Tonight I Feel Like Kafka.
It's 2 in the morning and I wanna drink wine. Listen to Kurt singing in the pines. Couldn't be any more hipster if I tried. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost don't wanna talk. Baby, don't touch me, I'm made of chalk. Fighting pink lace and faceless effigies. But it scares me to think that nobody looks at me that way. Looks at me that way. Now I feel like Kafka with a bad migraine. I wake up tomorrow and my room's the same. Wanna pierce my nipples and go dancing in the rain. No more cyanide kisses, I'm methyl and blue. I love everyone, but especially you. Wanna go ahead and pack a picnic just for two. But it scares me to think that you, baby, don't look at me that way. Don't look at me that way.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. I was singing along.
I wish I could have heard you.
I was doing the nice harmonies.
Oh.
I love that song. It's class.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. That's the first time I've heard it. Some great lyrics. I want to go pierce my nipples and dance in the rain too.
It's still to this day, like that song's been out for quite some time now, and every time I sing that I have a little chuckle to myself. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. That's an insight. That's cool.
Something that I would love to do sometime is read your lyrics, Naomi. Because you always have such interesting and, interesting and quite a lot of lyrics in your songs.
Thank you.
I think, and they're beautiful, they're so poetic.
I just try to pack in as many images as possible and hope for the best, for sure.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to do a new song, Not Long Road. Children, water and dust. We belong to mother, she don't belong to us. Wheel of justice, grind slow and fine. Feel your skin, we are the wild. Great is the sin when suffering's caused by the jaws and the claws of the institution. You suffer, I suffer, you bleed, I bleed. These bones are your bones. Throw him in the fire, the king was a liar. Now the joker's waking up in his bed. And he who sees through the eye of emu walks away from the castle of the dead. We are the children, water and dust. We belong to mother, she don't belong to us. Wheel of justice, grind slow and fine. Feel your skin, we are the wild. Green grass grows along the river. She knows each strand of your hair, your future drawn down in the rock, and your face carved in the cold night air. Who's got the right to sing the blues? Now you're walking around the prison in a dead man's shoes. Have you ever known a bee not to buzz? Don't drown in the rising tide. We are the children, water and dust. We belong to mother, she don't belong to us. Wheel of justice, grind slow and fine. Feel your skin, we are the wild, we are the wild. So mother, oh mother, what's your plan for me? I heard you calling through the pitchery. I was standing in the checkout line when I saw you, my spirit revived. So much believed was wrong. Listen to the truth in a lyrebird song. We are the children, water and dust. We belong to
skin. We are the wild, we are the wild.
Woo! Awesome. When did you write that, William?
Oh, a few months ago, wrote that one. Just up around the Wattigans where we were up there. Found a few little trails, and I go down there and take the guitar down and light a fire and try and write a few songs. Sometimes I don't write much at all, but it's good just being there, you know. Take the kids and
big time, yeah.
Sometimes
Have you recorded that
walk
song
around
yet,
looking
man?
Working on it. Working on recording that one for the next.
What way did the
album,
drums
which
go?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, we had Sherrod on them. We had a few different versions actually. We waited till late at night and ran it, and then so we've got a few just drums and guitar, and then a few of the full band, and I've got just a bunch of different versions. So I'm just sort of working out which one to do or which one to put on the album. You know, it's like that. A song, you know, I don't think a song is ever defined by the recording of it. You know, one could argue that recorded music was the worst thing that ever happened to songs.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with that, but I'm saying that you could argue that. You know, so it's you know, a song lives throughout. You know, even varying in quality too. Doesn't matter if it's whatever.
I noticed that
That's
about
all
how you
subjective,
guys hit it live, and even some small things like how Julianne plays the tambourine live. I was looking forward to hear. There's one track in particular, I can't remember the name, but
Fire in the Empire.
is it? No. It's like it's like I can't remember. I'm trying to think of the name of it. But anyway, the tambourine like that isn't on the record, and whenever I got home, I was so excited to hear that groove again, you know. But it wasn't there. But that's cool too. So I look forward to the next. I look forward to the next live show to hear Julianne and the tambo.
Totally, man. Well, it's different every time, you know. It's different every time. Well, I don't think we could play it the same, but it's different every time. And she's amazing, you know. She's in bed asleep there now. She was going to come out and sing some tunes, and she got till about 3 a.m. and thought, I can't.
We don't blame her.
She sings a lot.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't know what state I would be in if I was trying to play a gig at 5 a.m. Can you imagine,
Probably a
Rika?
similar one to this one, Amy.
So I think we're gonna play a song called "Old Photographs," and before I sing this, and Michael Mormiga, everybody, by the way, before Michael plays the piano and I sing this song, I always like to invite people to perhaps close your eyes during this song, if you like, and be open to the memories of perhaps people, somebody, or an event, or something that you remember, that you hold in your memory when you hear it. I think that this song is a really great tool for reminiscing. And yeah, if you feel like it, then you're most welcome to close your eyes and get into the reminiscing vibes.
Looking back at these photographs, wondering where time went, filled with wonder and happiness. Is childhood a parallel universe, or an endless dream? Was I really on that beach? That happened, this happened, tomorrow will be okay. The fact that you're thinking is the start of a new day. Looking at old photographs just like the setting sun. What's left is the memory. Tomorrow's just begun. Getting to grips with yesterday, getting up in tomorrow's grill, practicing it being a human. That happened, this happened, tomorrow will be okay. The fact that you're thinking is the start of a new day. Looking at old photographs just like the setting sun. What's left is the memory. Tomorrow's just begun. Oh, that happened, this happened, tomorrow will be okay. The fact that you're thinking is the start of a new day. Looking at old photographs just like the setting sun. What's left is the memory. Tomorrow's just begun. Oh, nostalgia, the perfect mix of good and bad, the pain and the beauty of looking back at what you had. Oh, nostalgia, time for you to walk on, 'cause today is for today, is for today. That happened, this happened, tomorrow will be okay. The fact that we're thinking is the start of a new day. Looking at old photographs just like the setting sun. What's left is the memory. Tomorrow's just begun. Oh, that happened, this happened, tomorrow will be okay. The fact that I'm thinking is the start of a new day. Looking at old photographs just like the setting sun. What's left is the memory. Tomorrow's just begun.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
That was awesome. That sounds so cinematic.
Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
It's so nice to hear just any sort of feedback, whether one clap after doing so many live streams to nothing, or not that you're expecting a clap anytime you play a tune, but just that, I don't know, acknowledgement.
That it's a bit more human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't wait to play a gig.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
man.
definitely
Is it
makes a
very
difference
close to that
having.
over there?
Yeah, we got some stuff coming up, some low-key sort of stuff playing in some people's gardens at the end of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all seems kind of outdoors or like
Yeah.
kind of pub gate, like just acoustic type things
Yeah.
instead of full band. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think a few festivals over here. Well, one that we're playing is still going ahead, which is Stand Hall in a place called Limavady, and they've sort of taken what would have been one weekend and split it up into like 5 or 5. Is it 3?
4?
Is it 3, 5, or 6?
I thought it was 4.
Well, they've split it up into X amount of weekends to
Reduce the crowd.
Yeah, reduce the crowd, and yeah, it's good. I mean, they've found a way around it, which is
Props
pretty
to them.
cool. And
What about
yeah.
down under, William? What's happening down there, man?
Well, it looked as if it was going to get a little bit better, but then just recently, the New South Wales Premier came out this morning and said, no dancing, no mingling, no singing. So that's
No
an
fun.
interesting- I thought, geez, that sounds like
That's a weird
song
gig.
in itself. But you know, if you listen to her talking about it, it's like, and I don't mean to be nasty, but it's almost like her wildest dreams have come true in those three statements.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, she's sort of the iron hammer. But anyway,
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of people here who we know the severity of it, and we're a lot of outdoor sort of low key things, and you know, venues like here with the Green Note, which is awesome. You know, that have
big
a
fan.
splendid live music sort of relationship with the community, and a lot of venues doing that sort of thing, and you know, we're keeping it alive here. So as you guys are
I'm
here,
actually hoping
it's
that'll
good.
be
You know, it's globalized.
Yeah, I'm hoping that'll be one positive result, that it brings a more house concert scene to Ireland. I know that exists in Europe a lot, but you know, but it would be great to see that here, and that's already happening now, and hopefully it stays. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's cool to
How's
see
the-
like how people have adapted so quickly. I'm just kind of mind blown by how everybody's just kind of got their stuff together to do things like this. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it does call for like a pretty urgent call for adaptation, and yeah, I'm so proud of all the musicians and all the
Channel
venues.
your tech brain.
Yeah, channel your tech brain for all this madness. So many cables. Yeah, William, I was wondering, have you played Green Note before in London? I assume you have.
Yeah, once with my good mate Matt Sherrard, and it was the first time I'd heard a lot about it. And I walked in there. It was just such an awesome vibe from the moment you walk in, with all the wood and the little stage in the corner, and you know, we didn't really even use the PA that much. You know, we used a bit of it, but it's just as you can. It's just that warmth of a good music joint, you know, that travels with me where you go. That's a good thing about, you know, some venues. It's like you go to them, but they also come into you. And there's a few around here, and the Green Note's one of them, and a few around in Australia too. Are similar, you know, they're special places. All that song goes into the wood, and it sort of goes into the ground. They're sacred spots.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. It's amazing. As somebody who hasn't heard any of you really before, it's just fantastic to hear you all do your thing. It's I get to work with a lot of people. We work with a lot of people quite regularly, so it's yeah, just fantastic to have I had a night off on Wednesday and just come back to 3 artists that I completely don't know. So I'm definitely going to be hunting down some albums and things after this. And we can talk a little bit more about that a little bit later.
All right.
So, for those of you who haven't been with us before, we've been around a couple of times. So as I said, we have a little break now. We just let the artists have a little moment. So, just for a few minutes, we'll say goodbye to Naomi, William, and Amy, and Michael, obviously. And what we do is we invite the owners and founders of Green Note, the people that put the real 3D venue together and curate all of the shows that you're seeing through this sort of virtually Green Note internet thing. I'm sure there's better words than the ones I've just used to describe it. But anyway, please welcome Imi and Risa. Hi guys.
Hey Nick.
Hey.
Hey Amy. Hey everyone out there.
Hey Risa, good evening everybody.
Oh, I love what William just said. Like all that sound, the song goes into the wood. That's such a.
I love that as well.
Yeah, someone should put that in a song somewhere. It's a beautiful line and a beautiful concept as well for thinking about our little venue.
I know, I miss it.
Yeah.
Big time. I'm enjoying all three artists tonight so much.
Oh my God, me too.
And I was actually, I think someone in the comments said I'm clapping at home, and I was here after Amy's last song. I was actually clapping, like I forgot where I was.
Yeah, it's so powerful. It's just,
yeah,
really
and
beautiful.
Jealous of the Birds, Naomi's a new discovery.
I know,
for
an
me.
amazing new
I've
discovery.
fallen in love with already.
Yeah, me too. Really. Yeah, I can't wait. I hope she'll come play Green Note sometime too.
Definitely.
Such a beautiful night. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, we are here with Virtually Green Note twice a week, every Wednesday and Friday night at 8 o'clock UK time, which is 5 in the morning in Australia and different times in other countries. So do join us again. We're on all the social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify. So please follow us, subscribe to us. Yeah, YouTube is our favourite place to watch this, and our YouTube address is just there somewhere.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
So subscribe to us on that. And also, if you hit the alarm bell, it gives you a notification of when the next show is coming, or when the show is coming up. And on Instagram, on the story, if you hit the countdown, that's actually a more, it's, I find the YouTube, sometimes it like emails you at past or something. So if you're relying on that, it's not always the best reminder. But we also have a mailing list if you go to our website. So please join that. We only send 2 emails out a month, and you'll find out what's going on with Virtually Green Note and also with the real venue.
And as we know more updates, as we know more updates, we'll let you know via the mailing.
Yeah. So at the moment, I know the government has today announced that venues are, well, he's just announced venues are reopening on the 1st of August. I don't know which venue he runs, but we're not reopening on the 1st of August. It just, right now with social distancing and just the current state, it just, firstly, it doesn't feel safe, and secondly, with social distancing, it just, for those of you who've been to our bricks and mortar venue, you'll know it's impossible to socially distance in Green Note. We're a tiny venue. That's what's great about Green Note. We're intimate, we're up close, and it's just not, we don't feel like it's safe to be opening right now. So stay posted for changes on that. But yeah, right now we're going to just stay online with our Virtually Green Note series, and please continue to join us here. We do, as we don't know when the venue's going to open, obviously there's a lot of costs just to staying closed. And although the government has recently announced a big injection into the arts, which we're really happy about, we don't know how that's going to trickle down. And we had a big meeting this week with Music Venues Trust, who have advised us to carry on with our crowdfunder because they don't know yet also how it's going to trickle down, and we don't know how small venues are going to, how much of that's going to come to us. So if you are able to help with our crowdfunder, the details are below, and we'd really appreciate it. We're now 72% of the way to our stretch target. So thank you so much to all of you who've already donated. It just has meant so much to us to have so much support. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have got so many more amazing shows coming up. We've just this week booked or finalised and announced a ton of new artists. We've got Chris Delmhorst, Devon Sproul, Carsey Blanton, Hank Wangford, Jose from the Vagaband. Those of you who are regulars at the venue, I'm sure will have seen the Vagaband, and they're regulars.
They're Green Note favourites, aren't they?
Yeah, we love them. We've got, next week, we have Our Man in the Field, A Different Thread, and Goat Roper Rodeo Band, who are also Green Note favourites and play the venue quite a lot. So that should be a great one. And we also have 2 takeovers coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Indeed, we've got takeovers by the Herd Collective, which is an amazing group of women run by Daisy Chute and Kerry Ann. And we've also got a takeover from Talent Bank, our friends at Talent Bank, and that show will be hosted by Ray Jones, and who runs regular nights at Green Note as well.
And he's bringing 3 of our favourite artists that he has booked at Green Note over the years, and definitely tune in for those, because Well, in fact, just tune in every Wednesday and Friday, because
Exactly.
really you're not going to find anyone that isn't amazing on these shows. Like, that's the joy. We get to book the cream of just all of our favourite artists, old and new as well. So
That is well put. Every Wednesday and Friday, yeah. Just and if you do want to check out a specific artist, all the listings are on the events page of our website.
Yeah.
And there's details of all the artists. You can read little bios and check out their links there as well.
And if you're not able to join us live at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays, the shows do stay live on our YouTube channel and Facebook for a week afterwards. So if you can't be with us live, do check them out and do catch up afterwards. And if you are watching live and you are like, oh my God, I can't believe so-and-so is not watching this, you can send it to your friends afterwards and spread the word. So please do that too, because I think we're a bit biased, but I think these are amazing. Yeah, it's a great way to spend a Wednesday or a Friday night. So.
And the format just works so great as well, because there's the interaction between the artists,
exactly.
which just is different to other live streams.
Yeah.
I love the in the round.
Yeah, me too. It's special. And I think Emmy is going to just explain now how they run.
Yes, and also just to add to, in terms of upcoming shows, just because, is it next week it's coming up? I've lost track of dates, but it's the last Tuesday of the month. We're also running a virtual open mic. So usually at Green Note, we have an open mic on the last Tuesday of every month, and it's incredibly popular. We have people queuing a couple of hours before the venue opens. We have people queuing down the street. And Rob Tom, who runs the open mics, has moved it to Zoom, and he's done about 2 or 3 now, and they've gone really well. So all the details for that is also on our website, and you can get the Zoom link there as well. So that's the last Tuesday of the month.
And you won't have to queue.
And you won't have to queue, and you can play even if you're not local to the venue.
Yeah.
So wherever you are in the world, you can take part in our virtual open mic. And finally, and very importantly, is how we, I'm still struggling with this echo I've got. It's driving me a bit crazy, but I'm going to just push on through. But I can hear my voice echoed back. Can you hear it, Reese?
No.
Okay. I'm going to push on through, then hopefully no one else can. So basically, how we run these shows, these virtual shows, is we don't sell tickets for them, but we do ask, if you can, if you're able to, if you could make a donation to our PayPal, which is listed on Facebook and YouTube and on our website. And the recommended donation, they've just posted the link as well. The recommended donation is £10 per show. And the money for each show gets divided 4 ways. And that goes to the 3 acts who are playing. And the last quarter goes to Green Note to help with the running costs for these shows. So it gets divided, between the artists and the venue. And as you probably know, artists are going through quite a difficult time right now, not being, have been hit pretty hard by this. So it's a really great way to support artists and to support what we're doing and help us keep this series going. So we're incredibly grateful for whatever you can manage to donate. I think that's it really for today. I'm excited to get back to the music.
Me too. Yeah. All right. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you, guys. Brill. Okay, right. Let's get back to the tunes. So I believe I know it. Certainly, in my end, we're having a little bit of a problem with the feed from Northern Ireland this evening, as is always the way. The guy that's coming in from like the other side of the world is perfectly fine, and the people that are sort of really sort of just up the road are we're getting a bit grainy visual. Sorry about that, but sometimes the lords of the internet do rule that everything will be a little bit pixelated, but the noises being produced are absolutely fantastic. So we shall just close our eyes and or squint a little bit, and everything will come into focus, and we'll just listen to the amazing sounds that these wonderful artists are producing this evening. So I think everybody's ready. I'm just I think everybody's sitting down and comfortable. So let's welcome back to our virtual stage, Jealous of the Birds, William Crichton and Amy Montgomery and Michael.
What's up?
Okay, we all good? We all sort of replenished and raring to go?
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How you holding up there, William?
I'm holding up, mate. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
That's good.
We need to get this man a cup of coffee.
Sun's about to come up. Sun's about to come up, and we're just sort of sitting in the backyard and enjoying.
Beautiful.
It's just like sitting around the fire with you all, and you know, to see people. You know, it's a nice interaction.
Yeah,
So beautiful.
awesome.
Cool. Let's have Naomi. Brilliant.
Sweet. This one has a little whistle refrain in it, so if any of you guys can whistle out there, please feel free to whistle along.
Goji berry sunset, that's how it all started. Sitting on the lakeside, talking about old times. Arms laced with red thread, forget the things that I said. Quote a line from Tennyson, poetry is medicine. With your name, it fizzes on my tongue. Your name, fizzes on my tongue. Damn that name. Walk through the bluebells, pollen dust and pastels. Bury the Bible, now you're being triable. Told too many bad jokes, sherbet laughs and cold coat. Maybe you're my favorite, I like the beard, don't shave it. Your name, it fizzes on my tongue. Your name, it fizzes on my tongue. Your name, fizzes on my tongue. Damn that name.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Lovely song.
Thank you.
Was that always going to be a whistle, Naomi, or did it start off as something different, or when did the whistle come?
I think it did start. I think the whistle was the first thing I had, and then the rest came after. Yeah.
That's the way to write a tune, yeah.
It's probably the first and last whistle song I'll ever write.
Really?
Probably.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like, because I always find when you do it live, like the moment you need to whistle is the moment your lips are so dry and it just comes out like a little
Yeah.
like nothing happens.
I
it's
totally
funny.
have that problem too. Michael
Yeah.
is a fantastic whistler, and so when there's any whistling in songs, he does the whistling because I just can't be at that.
I put a lot of time into my whistle, actually. Tried to learn the Blue Peter theme whistle.
Oh wow.
Don't hear it. No, actually, I don't know if it's Blue Peter.
Is that Blue Peter? I don't know.
I don't
Or
know.
some sailor tune. I don't know what it is. It's like a.
You got some skills there, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I know. I've been whistling that riff for about 10 years. Like.
You should whistle full time.
Yeah. Yeah, just give up producing, Michael.
They
and,
don't give you money for whistling in Lisbon. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Well, they should though, you know, because like Naomi was saying, the amount of times you have a couple of whistles in a song live or whatever, actually, and your lips are so dry, like you say, and you just can't. Nothing's
Happening, yeah.
Into the microphone. No, it's happening.
There's bound to
And
be a cream
I'm
for
a
that.
horrible whistler as it is, you know. So, that's hilarious. But it is, you know, the whistling is a nice vibe, isn't it? Maybe I'll do a whistling song too, even though
Do it.
you're a much
For
better,
sure.
You're a much better whistler than me, both of you. But we'll just see.
You should.
It's another new one. Sort of just. There's a lot of. I'll take my headphones off actually. Don't really like too much. When I was a boy, I was a soldier, fighting a war with a weight on my shoulder. Keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine. I was alive for a time till I met you, and God was dead too. For a while the message stayed true through your daughter. Keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine. See, it's happening. I was a kite for a time, I flew. The wind was my friend until the fire came through. When I've been a mountain, a chuck in the gutter, it's the same. Plant a seed one day, a tree, a hope anyway. Hey, keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine. Is no friend of mine, time is an old friend of mine, time is no friend of mine. The garden's not only for the innocent fruit, whispers of vengeance and rage will always call you, but darling, keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine, keep facing the sunshine.
Yes, you went for the whistle.
I went for it and failed, but we still got it.
That's gorgeous tune, man.
So sweet.
Thanks, brother.
Gorgeous
You know,
tune, yeah.
at the end of the day, I suppose that's what you got to do. Keep facing the sunshine, I thought.
Yeah, and I love that first line about a kid fighting the wars. Is like, does that mean like you're playing more with your like old action man, or does it mean you're just getting to grips with what's around you? You know.
I think that they're both, like fighting with that little man and playing those things is just the embodiment of the sort of what else is going on as you grow up and you realise, holy cow, here I am, you know, and this is why I'm here and this is how I'm here, and all these things have unfolded in order for me to sit here in the backyard next to my fire, you know, and a lot of those things are not great a lot of those things bear a heavy weight. But then, you know, there's a positivity in the light of day, and we're just all here together, and we've got to play the hand you're dealt, hey?
Yeah, exactly.
And in a positive way, when you got privilege, you got to use your privilege. When you don't, you know, it's, you know, we're all on this earth together. I remember being out bush, and a fellow once said to me, he said, "Mother doesn't care about the colour of your skin or anything like that. What she cares about, what's inside of you, and that we're all the same colour there, you know." And it's just to hear that from that fella sitting around there is interesting, especially in this country, and it feels you full of positivity, you know, because it's an interesting thing, waking up and fuck, you know, my line's responsible for all this shit, but here I am. So now you got to try and mitigate, or you know, try and deal with that the best way we can.
Yeah, and inspire the little soldiers to come, big time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, you know, inspiring to lay the weapons down. You know.
Yeah, it's always amazed me actually just the very thought of everything that you've ever done and everything around you up to this point has brought you to this very point. You know, every placement of every object around you, every event that's happening around you, and every person that's around you, you know, is all the, you know, the accumulation of everything that's happened up to this point. And you know, that thought itself, and remembering and embracing that the process is still ongoing as well. You know, the process of things coming into place, or maybe coming into place and moving out of place. It's a constant process, and I think it's a really beautiful thing when you tap into that, and when you start to I suppose reflect on that, and even better when you chat about that to other people. And yeah, so thanks so much for bringing your wisdom tonight, William.
I second that.
Humbled you even say that. Appreciate that. And you too, both of you. You know, I'm sitting here in Australia and listening to the lyrics, and it's taken me into your lives, you know, and that's all you can ever ask of an artist, hey, a little bit to take you into their life and take you on a journey. And you're both doing that to me here today. I'm sitting in the shed, and it feels like when you're singing, I'm there with you in Ireland. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's great. Thanks.
Yeah, I was tapping my bass drum along to Naomi's goji berries there, so even though she couldn't hear it. Goji berry? Goji berry? Vies vas vos. Okay, what's next?
So I think we're gonna play a song. I keep saying I think we're gonna play a song. That's a lie. I know that we're gonna play this song. Yeah, this song is called Away for Free, and yeah, I hope that you like it. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. I'm just gonna sing.
Let's dance.
Oh, my sweet little heart, I'd like to see where you are, for one day I'll be older than I remember you to be. Oh, my, get on top of those lies that we're fed to think will keep us alive. The answer is right up your sleeve. I want no judgment, I want no ludicrousy. I want to help other people help themselves recognize what they could be. I'll take all your troubles away for free, on just one condition, in that you promise me that you'll try to be free. Oh, my sweet little feet, I'd like to show you where they've been. I wonder if our prints cross when we walk the same beach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I got news for you. You know it's never too late. A lion, a bear, a wolf, you are whatever you believe. I want no judgment. I want no ludicrousy. Oh no. I want to help other people help themselves to recognize what they could be. I feel your sheer sadness, every inch of me and you and me. I'll take all your troubles, I'll wait for free on just one condition, in that you promise me that you'll try to be free. I take all your troubles, I'll wait for free on just one condition, in that you promise me that you'll try to be free. 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 I'll take all your troubles, I'll wait for free on just one condition, in that you promise me that you'll try to be free. I'll take all your troubles, I'll wait for free on just one condition, in that you promise me that you'll try to be free. Try to be free. If you try to be free. All right.
Yes. You couldn't see me, but I was head bopping along.
Cool.
I don't think anybody could hear, but actually during one of the choruses of that, a guitar, a bass guitar, and a picture on the wall just fell down.
That's how you know it's good.
I think I've wrecked more shit in live streaming gigs than I have in 20 years of playing shows. And the last one we did, there were so many wires in the studio to make a live stream gig happen, and you guys know what I'm talking about, but I don't know whatever happened, but we just pulled a big monitor off the studio desk, and right in the middle of a song, and it was amazing, and it was just, and it went on, it fell onto a microphone stand, and it pierced the cone in the speaker. It was just an epic disaster.
Yeah, all while streaming to Switzerland.
Yeah.
Oh no.
For sure.
It's all trial and error, eh? New ground.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We streamed with our little iPhones there one time, and in the first couple of streams that we did, and I put it too close to the fire, so she like kind of melted down midway through the set. So
What, the phone? Or?
The whole phone?
Yeah, it just got too hot, It got too hot and wouldn't turn back on, and the little temperature. I think they didn't design it for so close to the fire.
Oh man, sorry to hear about that, William.
There's waterproof phones, but you need like a fireproof one.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet. Well, my last song is going to be one called Clementina. It's off an EP called Wisdom Teeth. That came out last year. It goes like this.
Red Chinese curtains of our hotel room were cold and silken. I trace patterns on your thighs with my fingertips. Crushed peach and linen. You need to make me all kinds of happy. If we had a little place on our own, with lilies outside and the sun's yellow morn. Tell my sweet, sweet Clementine I love none other than she. And when the dawn breaks, I'll be near her, curled like an apostrophe. Morning comes soon. Morning comes soon. I wore a powder blue suit on New Year's Day, and you said you felt at peace in a late night laundromat on Fountain Street, humming tunes with Nirvana. You need to make me all kinds of happy, to kiss the warmth and shadows of your collarbone and sleep till noon in the sun's yellow morn. Tell my sweet, sweet Clementine I love none other than she. And when the dawn breaks, I'll be near her, curled like an apostrophe. Morning comes soon. Morning comes soon. Chase that old moon. Morning comes soon. Oh, morning comes soon. Morning comes soon. Chase that old moon. Morning comes soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Morning comes soon.
Gorgeous
Thank you.
track, Naomi. Yeah, lovely twists and turns in the melody. You're just not expecting it. It's so nice.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful.
What time is it over there? How you guys feeling?
I don't know the time.
It's still pretty early, 9:20 in the evening.
Yeah, in the evening.
Alright.
And you know what? It's been raining all day today.
It's been a stinky day. It's been
Ah, that's probably why our cameras are blurry. Let's blame it on the rain.
We're in the studio where we've been spending lockdown, you know, and it's sort of in a small industrial park, but it backs onto a forest. And over the course of the 3 months, we've been making friends with this feral cat who's now called Genghis. But like he started off across the yard and then he would run away, but then he got like, you know, he'd come to 10 meters and then he would run away and then. But over the past week, we've been putting out the Dreamies, you know, and I don't know,
The good
William,
stuff.
that's like the high-end cat biscuits, you know, like cat crack, you know. And but now we got him in. If we set the Dreamies on the doorstep and we back away off to the back wall, Genghis comes and, you know, a little bit inside and eats the Dreamies. So it's been a nice progression, but it's a slow game, you know. He's playing hard to
You
get.
gotta earn it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to lend your patience to the progress and development of your
Feral cat.
relationship with a feral cat. Yeah, it's been pretty nice.
I think if
You
you
ever
can make friends with a feral cat, you can make friends with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We just have to endure some hissing at us. Like, one minute he's really nice, and the next minute he's got his sharp teeth out hissing at us.
William, have you ever tamed a wombat or a dingo or any of your indigenous animals?
No, never attempted to tame them. We had, growing up out near Hay there, I had uncles who'd go out shooting and bring home little kangaroos, so you'd have kangaroos running around if they've, shot their mum if they're culling or whatever, but I don't sort of shoot animals or try to tame them. I have a dog though, Big Bowie. You've met Bowie, and
oh yeah,
now I have a rat. The kids have a little rat who gets around here in the shed, and so some chooks too. We have a few chooks up the back who just started laying. So that's
brilliant.
We were we didn't. I think I mentioned to you we were going to get them. But they took a while to start paying their rent. They were well overdue by the time they started laying. So come on, it's either a lot of eggs or one dinner. Come on, chickens.
But they're worth waiting for. Some good eggs.
That's totally some good eggs. And it's funny you should mention the feral cat, because there are enemies here, but they're such interesting animals. Our cats, he'd be sussing you out too,
Yeah.
Coming up here in the music.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about when we were over in Australia with you, William, and we saw, you showed us what is a group of kangaroos? A mob.
A mob? Wow.
A mob. We saw our first mob of kangaroos, and I was like, typical Irish gal. We had never seen a kangaroo in her life before, like jumping up and down, matching the jumps of the kangaroos. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, they were looking back at you too. Yeah. That was funny. Just hopped out of the car and they're like, "Well, these guys seem overly interested."
Yeah, and in their minds they're thinking, "Oh my goodness, there's an Irish girl."
That's right. Always wanted to see one of those.
They're saying, "Fuck's sake, not another one."
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry, we're flooding your country, William.
No, it's good. It's funny. I've been delving during the Corona thing. We're sort of delving back into reading a fair bit, and I've been reading a lot of early Australian history as well. And the Irish have such a big history here too. So it's good to rekindle that with you guys. And there's a lot of Irish heritage people over here, and a lot of Irish just getting around. So
we do get around.
You do. Yeah. Have you ever been over here, Naomi? Have you ever been to Australia?
No, but my girlfriend's from Melbourne. She was born there and moved over when she was like 9. Right. So I'm honestly dying to see Australia. It looks so beautiful, and it's just, I feel like we forget just how big it is,
Yeah.
Or at least I do. Yeah. But no, I'd love to go.
Totally.
Awesome. It's incredibly big.
Well, hopefully you can make it after all this.
Yeah, that was the first time that I'd experienced flying in between gigs, and I know you've been flying in between gigs, Naomi, over in the States quite a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it really brings light to just the mahoosiveness of a country, coming from Ireland, where you can drive top to bottom in 6 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, totally. And we can't just jump in a van so we do though. We're starting to do that because, it's everyone's becoming more aware about how bad flying is for the environment and the carbon emissions and all that sort of stuff. So before the lockdowns and all of that, there was a big move with a lot of bands to push to, even in Australia, to take trains and take your own vehicles and whatnot. We have a half decent train network. It's nowhere near as good as over there, but hopefully can get that working.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, here I am. I got to monitor more. Sorry about that.
No, give us a tune.
Sitting there listening like we're talking around. This is a song about where I grew up. Talking about Australia, I grew up out west here. 2,000 clicks from the Queensland border, lying in a ditch out west of Wagga, waiting on a ride from my only little brother,
He's been smoking, I've been drinking like my mother. We were kids in the back of a white Centura, cold chisel records and long straight roads. Clip around the ears when you talk back to her. Kids in the back of a white Centura. Would I change anything? I don't know. Water in the river runs where the river goes. When I close my eyes, we're still a couple of kids dreaming about running 2,000 clicks. Never moved far, never settled down, never far away from any trouble in town. When a whitetail gets you, the poison sticks around. Never far away from any trouble in town. Would I change anything? I don't know. Water in the river runs where the river goes. When I close my eyes, we're still a couple of kids dreaming about running 2,000 clicks. Tonight I went down to the punt, put it all on a greyhound and it got up. Took that old Centura parked out in the lane, headed north, come unstuck in the rain. Would I change anything? I don't know. Water in the river runs where the river goes. When I close my eyes, we're still a couple of kids dreaming about running 2,000 clicks. 2,000 clicks from the Queensland border, lying in a ditch out west of Wagga, having a laugh with my scrawny little brother. 2,000 clicks from the Queensland border.
Woo!
Yes, William.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's one of my favorite songs of yours, William.
So much storytelling in there.
Yeah. Quite often I would have your music as my companion over here in Ireland. And I love introducing people to your music. And I just constantly feel so grateful that I had the chance to come over and play with you. And even you, Naomi, like I'm just having a great time here. And as I said, I'm really grateful to be here with you too, Naomi, because I've always wanted to play with you, and I love your music, and yeah, it's just awesome for me. So thanks, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Amy. Feeling's very mutual with both of you. Like, it's just, you know, incredible to. I know you, Amy. I've seen you play heaps of times, and I, you know, the same as you, I love introducing people to your music. Naomi, it's been such a pleasure too, because I've never heard you before, so it's I'll be.
Oh no, same here.
I'm
yeah,
a new fan.
I'm definitely gonna be listening in. Yeah.
Yeah, Naomi, when you guys go over to Melbourne, you can take a day trip down to the Hunter Valley area where William lives, and it's beautiful, and he can maybe take you bushing.
That would be awesome.
Exhaust off.
Totally. Rest assured, that'll happen. I've got a better vehicle now.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
Julianne showed me your new beast. It's very, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, don't think that's a joke, Naomi, because if you do go anywhere near Hunter Valley, honestly,
Yeah, it'll happen.
it will happen.
It's gotta happen now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Speak it into being.
Totally. And I can't wait to get over there and see you two too. You know.
Yeah, big time, man. Welcome anytime.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've just remembered actually, Naomi, your new single is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Young Neanderthal. I wanted to ask you what it was about and how it came to be.
Yeah, well, so
If you
that
don't
was
mind.
just no, of course. The young Neanderthal thing was just me thinking about basically kind of relinquishing all the naive parts of you, the parts that you find are really like naive and clunky and maybe stupid, and you make decisions and you're just kind of standing up and being like, nope, not going to do that anymore. So that Neanderthal character kind of became a metaphor for that. Yeah, and just being a little less naive, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Great.
Yeah,
it sounds great.
Oh, thanks so much.
So I think this is our last song, and we're gonna finish with Tree Song for any of you peeps who know it. And yeah, we're live streaming, but yeah, as somebody else said, feel free to sing along in your homes or wherever you are. And I hope that perhaps if you need this right now, I hope that it brings you a little bit of hope or light or strength, more so. I always tell people that the chorus of this song is like a mantra to me, and I suppose that's why I found great strength in singing it and sharing it with people, and definitely hearing other people sing it back to me as well. Yeah, so if you know the chorus, please do sing along. And thanks so much for the lovely night. As I said, I was really looking forward to this, and it's been everything and more, so thanks so much.
Hello to Richie, Catherine, Pete and Claire and everybody. Thanks for your comments.
Yeah, we have been looking at your comments, guys. But yeah, just to keep tonight a little bit more intimate and between the artists, we see you. This is Tree Song.
Wisdom on the Silkman. Eavesdrop, if you will, my friend. The solution's in your many hands. You color me in. You color me in. I will not fall over like the root of a tree. My feet are planted. I will only get stronger. Innovation, embrace what's changing. Whisper wishes when the nights come. Truth lies right beneath the ground. For the trees you cannot see the wood. Just let it in. You gotta let it in. I will not fall over like the root of a tree. My feet are planted. I will only get stronger. Innovation, embrace what's changing. I will not fall over like the root of a tree. My feet are planted. I will only get stronger. Innovation, embrace what's changing. I will not fall over like the root of a tree. My feet are planted, I will only get stronger. Innovation, embrace what's changing. I will not fall over like the root of a tree. My feet are planted, I will only get stronger. Innovation, embrace what's changing.
Thank you.
Woo. That was so
Oh,
cute.
amazing, guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much for
to
having
Green Note
us.
for having
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's yeah, wonderful to discover 3 new artists completely new to me, all of whom are absolutely amazing in all their own ways. So it's always such a pleasure when you get that. Although I'm always a little bit blessed because Green Note is amazing and Imi and Risa always book amazing stuff, so you're always going to like it. So it's very easy to sort of be overwhelmed by brilliance a lot of the time. But fantastic
That's a nice,
show.
That's a nice
Thank you.
problem to have.
Yes, it is. It's I'm worried that like suddenly you become overly jaded to people being brilliant though. It's sort of like because it's sort of you just work at this level where just everybody's fantastic all the time. It gives you very little time for anything that isn't like, you know, really, really good. But you know, Wednesday and Friday nights, it's always going to be amazing. So thank you so much.
There's enough brilliant music and art to go around all 7 billion of us. So that's the nice thing.
Yeah,
That's right.
There seems to be. It's like the newspaper, isn't it? There always seems to be enough news to fill the newspaper. There always seems to be enough brilliant art to fill our lives. So
That's a wonderful analogy.
so there we go. Long may it continue. Right then.
Thank you, mate.
For those of you who have obviously who've tuned in this evening, thank you so much. As Imi and Risa mentioned at half time, none of the Green Note virtually Green Note shows are behind a paywall in any way, shape or form. We are asking for donations. If you are willing and you are able to do so, then we'd be very grateful. You can find the links sort of in the event descriptions, and I'm just sticking them up into the chat now. So if you follow those links, As we've said, it's sort of a very hard time for artists and venues at the moment, so any money that can be donated would be really, really appreciated. I know just today that there's 4 venues that have just announced their closures. I think Gorilla and the Manchester Deaf Institute, which are really, really well-known venues, have closed the doors for good. A couple of venues in Hull, including the Welly, have, I think, closed. So we are starting to see these difficulties sort of crop up. So, and if you can support the artists and possibly support the venues as well, I know that we're all very grateful. As Amy and Risa mentioned, there is some funding floating around, but certainly the head of the MU said last week that as far as he knows, it's all going into institutions, so it'll probably go via the Arts Council. So how much of that is going to feed down to grassroots venues and down into individual musicians, we don't know at the moment. So if you can support the musicians and support the venues that are local to you, I know that we're, as part of the infrastructure, we would all be very, very grateful. And obviously, a way of supporting musicians is, in the nicest ways, to go onto their websites and buy stuff and support what they're doing online in these, as they've got creative in what they're doing. So we'll just have a quick go round. So Naomi, did I hear a new single, a new record, and what else is going on?
Yeah, so we just put out a new single, Young Neanderthal, this week, and that's basically tipping off the new record that we've got coming out called Peninsula. It's going to be out September 18th, and people can pre-order the record now. And yeah, check out, there's a little music video for Young Neanderthal that I made while in lockdown, like a little stop motion thing that I did. So people want to check that out, that's cool too. You can find me all on the usual social platforms, and my website's below, I see, yeah. And all the info will be there for sure.
Thank you, brilliant. And William, you mentioned you're sort of live streaming regularly, and what else is going on with you in that regard?
Yeah, we've got another. Thank you. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to Emmy and Risa too, wholeheartedly and sincerely. Thanks for having us and keeping it alive. The music, there's plenty. People just type my name into Google, or if you're interested or into whatever search engine, and my website and socials will come up. We do a weekly. We were doing a weekly campfire. We're going to keep streaming the campfire with lots of guests, and keep playing music through this like everyone. So reach out where you can.
Brilliant. And last but not least, Amy, obviously you mentioned you've been streaming yourself, and what else is going on, or with you, releases and all that sort of thing floating around at the moment?
Yeah, so we will be releasing a single. Oh, I forgot about the microphone. We'll be releasing a single in early August, Intangible, that you heard tonight. Along with a super cool music video that I'm really proud of, and I can't wait to share with people. As well as that, we'll be releasing some other stuff after that, and apart from that, you can go to, I'm gonna be like one of these YouTubers and say you can go to this link, and on that link you'll find live shows if or where they're happening, and also coming soon to my website is my new online shop that will be really cool, where I'll be selling my handmade merchandise and paintings and different art pieces and things. So yeah.
Excellent. Oh, that sounds cool. We shall get everybody to log on to that and find you all. Brilliant. So as we mentioned, we are here every Wednesday and every Friday, 8 p.m. UK time. Wednesday's show is a Talent Bank takeover. So Ray Jones from Talent Bank will be here proudly hosting 3 amazing acts. Morgan Way is one. Georgia from Georgia and the Vintage Youth. Eddie Smith, I don't know whether he'll be on his own or he might have a bandmate, I'm not too sure. But they have all played the Green Note the last 12 months, and they're all absolutely cracking. So do tune in for that one. I can't think of anything else. I don't think I've missed anything out. So all we have to say is thank you very much to Jealous of the Birds, William Crichton and Amy Montgomery. Thank you to all of you who tuned in, and hopefully we will see you on Wednesday. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you, guys.
Good night.